How's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing well, and I hope you're having a great day. Now, before I begin, I just want to say that over 99% of viewers on my channel are not subscribers. So I hope today is the day that I earn your subscription. Haven't you subscribed? Have you comment down below, suggest videos, like or dislike, mash the dislike button. Gives me feedback on what content I need to create, what stuff I need to adjust on, stuff like that, right? Now, without further ado, let's begin. So you notice I'm rocking my bank teller hat that I work at for my local bank. And today we're going to be talking about a series called Bungle's Advice, right? Now what is Bungle's Advice? Well, it's a series where we take a look at topics in video games where you ask for my opinion, my feedback on certain topics, certain events, kind of player markets, for example. And today's market we're actually looking at is War Thunder's Gaijin Market. Alright, what is the Gaijin Market? So if you're unfamiliar with this, or you're a new player, you're just clicking the like button or dislike button already, it's basically a player market where you're able to interact with, it's a kind of a loophole in a way for Gaijin to kind of get away with this. It's kind of like if you play CSGO, where you have skins the player offered on the Steam market, and you pay real life currency for it, right? So let's say someone's selling this gun that has this camo on it and you want to use it for your AK-47 or something. Okay, I'll pay like $2 for it, right? And it goes for $2 in the market, you pay $2 real life, that's how you get it. Now how Gaijin gets around this is using a thing called Gaijin coins, right? So we're just going to write it here. So always remember this too, it's kind of important. One Gaijin coin, so it's kind of GJN, that's their expression for it. One Gaijin coin equals $1 US. So make sure you remember that, right? Because when you see, some certain other games, right, they'll have their player currency or company game currency, and it's going to be a different exchange rate, right? It's pretty simple for the Gaijin market. One Gaijin coin is $1 US. I say again, one Gaijin coin is $1 US. Now you may be wondering, okay, how do I get Gaijin coins? Well, it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is you log in on the War Thunder website, you go to the Gaijin store, you type in Gaijin Market or whatever, I'll pull up, and from there it's got the exchange rate. And the thing you gotta note too is I have a little disclaimer at the bottom saying this is how much Gaijin coins you're allowed to purchase or buy. And the reason why it's like that is about how much you've paid for premium packs and stuff in the store, or how much money you've put in the game already using PayPal, using your credit card, debit card, stuff like that. So let's say I buy a Harrier, US Harrier pack at $60. Then I will be allowed to go and put $60 worth of Gaijin coins on my account. The more you spend on the Golden Eagles, all that, on the Gaijin store, the more money allocation that you will have. You'll be allowed to go and put more money into the Gaijin market. Now this doesn't mean that, oh, I buy a Harrier pack, I get $60 worth of Gaijin coins. No, that's not how it works. What it means is that I bought a Harrier pack for $60. So that means if I like to, I can pay $60 and get 60 Gaijin coins. But if I don't do that, that means not only am I not allowed to buy Gaijin coins, but I'm not getting a Harrier pack because I didn't pay $60. Kind of makes sense with that? Alright, so there's how that works. And when I first started, it was a little pain in the rear, because the problem is you got to have a two-step authentication on your account to even use the Gaijin market. If you don't have it, and what I mean by this is that you won't be able to use PayPal, your credit card, stuff like that. You might have to use like Skrill and this like third-party, just mumbo jumbo stuff that's just like just don't bother. Use two-step authentication, get that into your account, then you'll be able to use the Gaijin market. Alright, so we kind of went over the basics of the Gaijin market, right? It's kind of unclear, and I hope this video kind of makes more sense for new viewers out there and stuff like that. New players trying to get to the market. So, another thing to note too is that PlayStation users don't get access to this market. PlayStation and Xbox. Right now, it's only PC, so that kind of saves you money, I would say, PlayStation and Xbox players. But I digress. So let's go into this. So we're going to talk about buying on the Gaijin market, selling, when to sell, when to buy, and lastly, how do you really make some profit on this market, right? So first off, let's go into the buy. All right, so one of the things is with Gaijin markets, usually players most likely use it just to sell stuff, right? But you can buy items like a KV220, a KV1B, you know, rare vehicles that aren't in the game. Now the problem with these rare premium vehicles and stuff is the prices change over time. So for example, the KV220 used to be sold for hundreds of bucks, like I think 800 or 400 at some point. Now it's dropped down to like 160. Same with the KV1B, it used to be really high and then now it got down to like 150, right? Other vehicles like the American 5.7 Marine Corsair, the premium one, that used to be like 30 bucks, now it's up to 100. So the market's always changing, right? So when to buy is one, you gotta look at the market, right? You gotta look at factors that kind of contribute to why the prices are going up, why they're going down. And the real reason why is based on content creators, and big ones especially, alongside Gaijin. So when War Thunder decides, Gaijin decides to nerf stuff, or add a new vehicle like the EVR75, that's probably the main reason why the KV1B went down in price too. It's because now that thing's getting clubbed by the EVR75, right? So not only is that KV1B not the powerhouse it used to be, now it's getting clubbed, so its worth is going to go down, right? Same with the BR going up, like the Marine Corsair, everyone's realizing that's good in a 5.7 lineup, right? So now they're going to take it out and add it to their 5.7 ground forces lineup. Voila, there you go, and the price starts going up on it. So it's factors that Gaijin do that kind of influence that, definitely with the price, but also content creators. Let's say a big content creator decides to make a video about this. And it's kind of a common theme I've seen. You see a big content creator make a video about something and everyone else in the community jumps on and just follows it, which, you know, kudos to them, but that's not how I make my videos. But you know, they do that and everyone's going to be hyped up. They're going to try to go out and buy the vehicle, right? Because, you know, it's amazing. The content creator made an awesome video killing all these, you know, tanks and everything with it, right? So that's kind of influences how to buy, right? So we're looking at buying, and this kind of ties in with selling, right? So let's say this event vehicle is coming up to Baltimore. A big content creator makes a video about the Baltimore being an awesome vehicle, right? So all of a sudden you're going to see an increase in the price because there's going to be an increase in the demand because other YouTubers are going to comment on it, make a video, and all the viewers and, you know, the community is going to get really excited and want to buy it. So the price is going to go higher. But going back to buying it, like I said, know what you're buying ahead of time because a lot of these vehicles on the market are expensive. But keep in mind too, going down to the selling part, when you go and sell an item on the market, you get the Gaijin coins, which you can use to buy packs. When you go buy premium or any vehicle packs on the Gaijin store, there's an option to check out and pay with Gaijin coins. So keep in mind here, when you're selling stuff, right, you can go pay for it with Gaijin coins. That's pretty cool. Now, the thing is with selling is you gotta look at the profitability and the range, right? So for me, a big mistake I did, it was like a Tier 9 US reward vehicle, I think it was a DMF, forgot the name of it, but it's a 9.0 American aircraft that has Nords, was a great aircraft back in the day. I foolishly just got it, I was like, oh, this is awesome, right? I don't even fly it anymore, right? So this thing goes for like 300 something bucks now or whatever, it's really expensive. So the thing is, you gotta wait for like, if you wanna rack in the, you know, large amount of Gaijin coins and stuff like that, you need to wait at least 1 to 2 years before you go out and do it. So, kind of like I said, if you gotta look, it's kind of like investing, right? The short-term gain you're gonna get from just selling them, flipping it right away. It's sure you get 60 Gaijin coins, 60 bucks, right? These new event vehicles. If I flip the Baltimore for like 60, yeah, I can go buy a US Harrier, right? But I mean, if I held it longer, I could buy like 4 or 5 packs if it's selling for 200, 300 bucks, right? So you got to keep that in mind, especially when I said the MiG-21, that thing would definitely sell for a lot down the road too, because let's keep in mind, they're going to add more aircraft, they're going to add you'll probably see the flankers sometime in the next 2 years or something like that. So of course, people want an early grinder, a good vehicle to get there. Oh look, MiG-21. So like I said, you got to look at the long-term investment, you got to play the long game with it. So let's get down to the profit. All right, so we kind of already hit it already. We'll reinforce it more. So you gotta look at the patch notes and the big content creators. And the reason why is it's a trend, and it's a thing I've seen all the time. Someone makes a big content creator, makes this video about this vehicle, hypes it up, and they'll slip. They do Freudian slips sometimes, where they slip stuff. And well, I can name one. I'm not gonna name who it is, but someone with a lot of subscribers made a video talking about the Soma SM Premium, right? It's a 7.3 big VR. It probably was gonna get changed by the time this video goes up, or a week or two from now. And said, oh, enjoy it while it lasts, because it's gonna change soon, right? Like, he didn't say it's gonna change, but he's gonna say, oh, enjoy it while it lasts, right? So he's already kind of hinting, because it's that big audience, big stand, right? And all these other content creators made a video talking about the vehicle, saying how it's overpowered and all this, right? So let's say this vehicle was on the market. Okay, what's gonna happen to it? Well, demand's gonna go up right now because people are gonna try to buy it. But knowing how Gaijin works, this thing's gonna get up to a BR where it's gonna be totally useless. It's gonna have its repair costs moved all the way up where it's totally useless. So what does that mean for us? Well, I would say I would sell that vehicle right now. I would put it on the market and I would sell it because, it's gonna get nerfed. It's just the way Gaijin works. Playing this game for 7 years, something's popular and a big content creator, if you start hyping it up saying it's OP, then the community is going to be complaining on it, and then it's going to get nerfed. Like, that's exactly what happens all the time with kind of the way it works. You gotta look at the patch notes too, because the patch notes also come out, and it's going to be kind of reactive at that point, because the BR is going to get changed, and this battle rating is going to get moved to something like that. Alright, so we're kind of looking at that. So how does this apply relevant to today? So using that case study example, another thing too is the Harrier GR1 is a great example of that, right? Everyone was hyping that up, saying it was OP. It was out for a month at 9.3, then 9.7. Everyone was saying it was overpowered. Then it got bumped up to 10.0, where now it's debatable if it's useful or not. In Corsair, definitely I could see on the Battle Pass being, and this can include Battle Pass vehicles too. It's not just restricted to events. But the Battle Pass, definitely, like the Corsair is definitely one that I could see getting moved to 6.3 or whatever, just because how kind of poor it's performing already. So that's one that I would hold out on, and then you would go sell it because oh wow, this thing's gonna get adjusted. It's gonna be actually better now. Even the T110 Alpha, I could see that kind of being adjusted too. Probably bump to 7.3 or something like that, just because of the way current reception is on it. So it can work either way with big content creators. They can hype the vehicle up, or they can say it's terrible and gets adjusted. Gaijin kind of uses their influence as well to kind of adjust and react to it too. So just kind of looking at that. But if you made it to this point in the video, appreciate you sticking around. Hopefully this insight of this bungle advice here kind of helps you out a little bit. This is just my intake. When I first started playing this, trying to use Gaijin Market and stuff, it was really a headache trying to look around on Reddit and everything. So hopefully, the little clips of me putting stuff using the market in there kind of helps you all. But other than that, I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you have a great day. Take care.